release these Calabarios. Thing about it is, though, is Bob Arum of Top Rank gets his way. Manny Pacquiao will be facing the Floyd Mayweather Jr. next on April 12th in Las Vegas, Nevada. But that's the fight that Arum wants for Pacquiao, following Pacquiao's 12-round decision win over Arum's fighter Brandon Rios last night in the Cotai Arena, China. And, Pacquiao beat Rios decisively, with scores in 119 to 109, 120 to 108, and 118 to 110. Arum said that basically, both sides can cut out the crap and get it done. Where there's a will, there's a way. So, it was expected that Arum would start talking back on Mayweather fight after this tune-up against Rios. But it's definitely not going to be enough for Pacquiao to get that fight because it didn't prove anything at all. Other than Pacquiao could be the fighter that was easily beaten by Mike Alvarado last March. Now Pacquiao got sloppy seconds with Rios. If Arum wants to get the Mayweather fight for Pacquiao, then he's going to need to beat some quality fighters, or at least the last two guys that beat him in the 40-year-old past his base one Manuel Marquez and Tim Bradley. Now I doubt that would be enough either to get the Mayweather fight because that would bring Pacquiao only back to where he was before he's beaten by these two. He would still need to be the good fighter that isn't washed up or, weak punching. And there's only one really good in Arum's top-rank stable that could give Pacquiao an opportunity to accomplish that. So, if Pacquiao were to avenge his losses to Marquez and Bradley, that would take a year of his career to do that. He would then need at least 3 good wins over the likes of Ruslan Provodnikov, Miguel Cotto, and, Sal Canelo Alvarez for him being in the position for a Mayweather fight. But the only one of those guys that Pacquiao could get the fight is Provodnikov, and beating him won't be enough to get the Mayweather fight. So, there's honestly too many obstacles in the way for a Pacquiao Mayweather fight to ever take place. So Arum should forget about that fight altogether and continue to match Pacquiao up against his top-ranked stable fighters until he retires. I imagine Arum, can put together 2 to 4 fights against Bradley. One more against Marquez or Rios. Maybe a couple of fights like, against Mike Alvarado and Terence Crawford. Those are, all awful fights like the Rios one, but that's probably the guys that Pacquiao will finish up his career fighting exclusively only. I don't see Pacquiao ever fighting Mayweather. There are too many things that stand in the way of the fight taking place. Pacquiao would have to accept a lot less money than Mayweather. He would need to accept blood testing. He would probably need to agree to have the fight staged on Showtime rather than HBO, and the fight would definitely need to take place in the US rather than Asia.